I want to begin this video with a simple truth, one that's easy to say, but sometimes hard to believe. You are beautiful, not because of the shape of your body, not because of the tone of your skin, not because of the size of your waist or the style of your hair, but because you are you. I know that sounds simple, almost cliche, but if we're being honest, it is one of the hardest truths for many people, especially women, to truly accept in a world that constantly tries to tell you that you're not enough. We live in a time when beauty is everywhere, on screens, in ads, in magazines, and on social media. Every scroll shows another flawless face, another perfect body, another ideal version of what people are told to look like. But here's what I've learned. What we see is rarely what's real. Filters hide imperfections. Lighting hides wrinkles. Editing hides stretch marks and scars. And somewhere between all that perfection, real beauty gets lost. When you spend enough time comparing yourself to what you see online, you begin to believe that who you are isn't enough. You start to think, my arms are too big. My skin isn't clear enough. My stomach isn't flat enough. My nose isn't small enough. But comparison is a thief. It steals joy. It steals peace. It steals the ability to appreciate your own unique beauty. You see, there will always be someone taller, slimmer, caviar, or seemingly prettier than you. But there will never be another you. And that's the one thing you can't compare. Somewhere along the way, we were sold the idea that to be beautiful, you must be perfect. But perfection is a moving target, one that nobody has ever truly hit. The truth is, the world's idea of beauty keeps changing. What was considered beautiful 50 years ago is not the same today, and what's trendy now might not be tomorrow. So, if your worth is tied to a trend, you'll spend your life chasing something that never stays still. Real beauty doesn't come from fitting into a standard. It comes from standing out. It's found in confidence, in authenticity, in the way someone carries themselves with grace, kindness, and strength. I've met people who wouldn't fit the magazine definition of beauty, but they had a glow that couldn't be ignored, not from their skin, but from their spirit. Because beauty is energy. It's presence. It's the way you make others feel when they're around you. Let's talk about something we don't celebrate enough. Our imperfections. That scar you cover, it might be a sign of healing. Those stretch marks, they're proof of growth. That line on your face, it's a record of every smile, every laugh, every moment of living. Yet, society often teaches us to hide these things, as if being human is something to be ashamed of. But think about it. The ocean has waves, the sky has clouds, the moon has craters, and they are all beautiful because of their imperfections. So why do we believe we must be flawless to be beautiful? Your body tells a story, your story. It has carried you through every day of your life. It has healed from pain, recovered from heartbreak, and kept you alive when you didn't think you'd make it. That body deserves love, not criticism. That face deserves admiration, not judgment. You don't need to apologize for existing in your own skin. One of the most powerful conversations you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. If you tell yourself every day, I'm not enough, your body will start to believe it. If you tell yourself, I'm too big, or I'm too dark, or I'm too short, your mind will start to see those words as facts. But the same way negative words can shape your thoughts, positive words can heal them. So start small. When you look in the mirror tomorrow morning, don't search for flaws. Find something to appreciate. Maybe it's your smile. Maybe it's the way your eyes light up when you laugh. Maybe it's the strength in your shoulders, the softness in your voice, or the way your presence brings calm to others. Say something kind to yourself every day, even if at first it feels strange. You can't build self-love overnight, but you can build it one word, one thought, one act of kindness at a time. Now, let's be honest. The beauty industry is powerful. It thrives on insecurity. If you wake up one day feeling like you're not enough, there's a company somewhere ready to sell you a product that promises to fix you. Buy this cream. Use this filter. Wear this waist trainer. Take this pill. It's a system that profits from your doubt. But what if one day women collectively decided to love themselves, to accept their bodies, their natural beauty, their flaws, and their individuality? That would be a revolution. Because when women love themselves, they stop being easy to control. They stop being easy to sell to. They start walking in confidence, and confidence is power. Sometimes, society confuses confidence with arrogance, but confidence isn't about thinking you're better than anyone else. It's about knowing you're enough, even when you're not like anyone else. It's about standing tall in your truth. It's about walking into a room and not shrinking yourself just to make others comfortable. Confidence says, I know who I am. And when you know who you are, you stop needing everyone else's approval. You stop dressing for validation. You stop speaking for attention. You start living for yourself. And that's when true beauty radiates. Not from your clothes or your hair, but from your certainty that you are worthy, just as you are. Maybe you're listening to this today, and deep down, you're still struggling. You still look in the mirror and wish you could change something. You still compare yourself to others. You still feel invisible sometimes. If that's you, please hear me. You are not alone. We all have days when we feel small, unseen, unworthy. But those feelings don't define you. They are just moments. And every moment gives you a choice. You can let the world tell you who you are, or you can decide for yourself. Start today. Start now. Start loving the reflection that looks back at you, even if you're still learning how. We need to redefine beauty for the next generation. There are little girls growing up right now, watching the way women treat themselves. They're watching the way you look at your body. They're hearing the way you talk about your skin, your hair, your weight. And what they hear will shape the way they see themselves. So let's change the story. Let's raise a generation of girls who grow up knowing that beauty is not a competition. It's a celebration. Let's teach them that their worth is not measured in likes, followers, or filters, but in kindness, courage, and character. Let's make beautiful mean real. Before I end the video, I want to say this clearly. To every woman who's ever doubted her beauty, her body, her worth, you are enough. You always have been. You don't need to lose weight to be worthy. You don't need to have flawless skin to be beautiful. You don't need to fit into a dress size or meet an unrealistic standard to be valuable. Your beauty doesn't need validation. It only needs recognition. So stand tall. Wear your scars like medals. Own your stretch marks like art. Smile without apology. And never let the world convince you to be less than the masterpiece you already are. Because you, my dear, are fearfully and wonderfully made. Not an image of perfection, but an image of purpose. And that, right there, is the most beautiful thing in the world.